Sachin, first of all, we would request you to present yourself for our readers and do spread light about the position you hold at Zolo.
Okay, so currently I'm Vice President of Hive. So, more from a responsible perspective, I'm responsible for driving out the entire Hive strategy in terms of features, in terms of reach, in terms of devices, etc. And also responsible for making sure that Hive is relevant to Indian context and also partnerships that we work maybe with Adobe, Opera, Microsoft. We have started working now. So all these partnerships.
You recently launched a new sub-brand, Black. It's an online-only brand.
Yes.
Is the brand designed to compete with the likes of Xiaomi, Motorola, and others?
Yeah, there are two reasons to launch. One, we saw that there is a lot of uptake that Zolo has in Tier 1, Tier 2 cities. And most of these guys have now moved their preference to on-demand delivery, right? So which is obviously e-commerce. So our way of reaching out to these guys is launching via online platform. And obviously we could see the success of maybe me, Motorola, etc.
If I'm not wrong, Zolo is the first Indian brand to come up with its own custom layer on top of Android.
Yes.
You call it Hive. What made you guys develop Hive?
Okay, so if you look at it, right, I mean, Lava and Zolo together, I mean, we are the first company to start anything of sort of a research and development way back in, I think, 4 years back. So when we started developing certain apps, we realized that Indians per se are way different in the way they are going to consume content, in the way they are going to like certain aspects of user interface. Basically, look at it in the way they are going to like a phone. Maybe be it dual SIM, be it larger sound, which is loud enough, bigger screens, color combinations, etc. So that made us think that Android per se may not be completely relevant as is for the Indian users. Right? So that made us tickling down that we must design maybe Android fork, which definitely caters to Indian audience. That is how Hive was actually born.
Yeah, I understand that Hive is a platform that allows users to engage.
Yeah.
What other factors did you consider while designing Hive?
Okay, so one, we actually met up with quite a few Zolo users initially, and we looked at the way they are going to use their apps, the way they delete, the way they search for apps, and what are the key aspects on the smartphone that they consume much or they interact with, be it music. That's why Fusion came in, where we invest a lot of time to design a cool interface, build in a music suggestion mechanism. Because many times we saw users exchanging music content via Bluetooth, right? So you have such a big screen, but your music content is completely colorless. So that is how we designed that we now start looking at cover art and start fetching it from Google search and image search, etc. So our Fusion become too lively. Our launcher, you can see, we allow people to segregate apps. That helps you to, for example, figure out which app to delete quickly and go ahead and delete. Right? And then we, because many people wanted to lock, the first version of app lock came with Hive 1.0. Now that has come out as underground, where you don't only hide apps, you move them away from your lock screen and launcher menu.
What do you think that differentiates Hive UI from other UIs out there?
So when you design any product, right? So one is that user that you look up to. Right? Whom are you designing, right? So for example, let's take up Sanogen or Me. Right? Me is designed for certain audience in China, so that it mimics Apple very closely. Right? Sanogen is designed for too techie audience because it started from a hack and then moved on. So Hive is designed dedicatedly for Indian users. One, and second, we are not trying to be different for the sake of being different. So we are very close to AOSP so that we get Indian users get best of Google and then best of Indianness that they like, be it themes, be it differentiation in music, be it our launcher, etc.
Along with Black, you also launched Hive 1.5.
Yes.
Can you walk us through the new version?
Yes, sure. So if you look at Hive 1.2 initially, we deviated quite a bit from Android. For also reason being the Android user interface design was not very seamless and thought through. With L coming in, with material design coming in, we realized that Google is also moving in a direction of Apple. So we look at Hive 1.5, it is like mimics pretty much 90% the material design in terms of design aspects. So that helps the user in two things. One, the apps that you download from the App Store merge very seamlessly with our UI. And second, there's a lot of feedback that we have taken with 100k plus users who are on our Connect, who interact with us day in, day out. And there are certain very, very nice enhancements we have done, be it, for example, your ability to select the headset that you like and allow our engineering team to tune it for you. Right? So now we have announced a list of maybe 6 headsets As you request more from a cloud, will be able to deliver you, the audio quality of your choice and tuning black to the headset that you buy. And similarly, underground came up because people said, hey, while we like to lock, we don't want people to know that there is an app by such a name exists on our phone. So that is how underground came into picture. Similarly, we worked very closely with Adobe because we saw that people here take a lot of images, share it on Facebook, but they hardly edit it. So Adobe integration brings you numerous editing capabilities. So everything on Hive, be it feature, be it design, is thought through for the Indian audience.
Do you guys plan to push Hive 1.5 to other Zolo devices? If so, do you have any specific models that you are planning to roll it to?
Yes.
And do you have any timeline for the update?
So August, I think mid onwards, we'll start rolling it out, maybe a soak test for all our Omega users who are on Omega 5.2 and 5.5. And by August end, we intend to launch it for even our 8x1000 users. So all these three devices of Zolo will move to EL-based Hive, that is Hive Atlas.
Will you guys ever open Hive UI for other devices? Will non-Zolo users will ever be able to flash Hive UI on their phones?
In theory, yes. Ideally, we want Hive to be an ecosystem where users contribute, along with users we develop. We are even open if there are third-party contributors who latch on to Hive. But currently, with the numbers we have, we may not have a bandwidth to cater to all these guys. If you look at it, Hive currently is available on Nexus, on few of the Micromax devices where enthusiasts have already ported it. But we'll formally open it up and start engaging the developer community, maybe as early as 1st of Jan 2016.
So what's next for Hive UI?
If you look at it, one thing what we have done is the designs we have done right. Next big thing for us is that bringing in all this sort of services and content on the fly as you like, right? So India per se is at a revolution of internet consumption, right? Be it for your e-commerce, be it your ticket booking, be it so many things that you do, maybe your some puzzles that you want to try. So we want to be there where Hive can predict what you want next and get them and at a very, very relevant time.
The recently launched Black comes with such a killer price tag. I was just wondering, do you guys make any profits out of your hardware, or do you see yourself breaking with it?
Okay. So we are, honestly speaking, we are not as big as the other brands that we start selling at loss. And if you look at our launch event, we said it's a honest price, right? So we do make margins, but they may not be as high as that you see it in a retail arena.
How does Zolo's roadmap look like? When can we expect the next device in Black sub-brand?
So on Black, in a year, we intend to launch maybe not more than 6 to 7 devices. So in October, you will see us launching one more, okay, maybe at a lesser price point. But the logic of Black, more than number, is that we need to bring in certain things which are different, which cater to the tech audience, right? So you will see us trying new brave things like the dual camera at 12,999 price.
Service is a key aspect, and we know that Zolo emphasizes a lot on it. What are you doing to improve the overall service experience for a consumer?
So there were 2 to 3 things. One, when we started off, we were on a traditional service model. If you look at Black launch, we have started with a priority service model, right? So there are certain service centers in Tier 1, Tier 2 cities where we are providing an end-to-end capability at that service center. This includes L1, L2, L3, where they can change the PCBA within a stipulated time and give you back the handset. And for places where Zolo is not present per se, because e-com takes you to a number of places, we are aligning ourselves so that your Black can be serviced at Lava service centers. So I think that will roll out as early as next month.
And lastly, do we see Zolo entering any other category like wearables in the coming days?
Yes, the thoughts are there, but the way we are looking at it is that any device that you are onto, maybe it wearable, maybe a sort of a smartwatch, etc., that has to very seamlessly get connected to your smartphone or maybe Hive. Right? So we are looking at certain aspects on how we can make those integrations seamless. I think once that engineering direction becomes very, very clear, you will see Zolo launching a few of the IoT devices as well.
Sure. Thanks a lot.
Cool. Thanks you.